Hello everybody, this is Group 6. Our topic today is international volunteering. Let's discuss why this become a trend. Recently, international volunteering has become increasingly popular across many countries over the past few decades, especially in young adults. Let me tell you a recent story in my family. Yesterday, my sister came to tell my mom her intention to go teaching in an extremely isolated area of Cambodia in a few months for free. My mother then physically reacted like, "Are you not? Why the hell do you suddenly want to go risking the life in some slum, teaching the Cambodians, but not acting normally, like applying for the job at a normal English center, earning money and working with air conditioner like the other people? Stop being dreamy." I also asked myself several times the questions, since it appeared to be quite hard for youngsters like me. Now, let's go find the answer. First, international volunteering is when volunteers contribute their time to work for organizations outside their home countries. In most cases, volunteers work in developing countries or in international development programs with local volunteer organizations that conduct activities such as health promotions, education, and environmental conservation.
There are some reasons why international volunteering becomes a trend in youngsters. Firstly, volunteering approach enables participants to practice a lot of life skills, for example, working with other people, leadership, surviving in harsh conditions, responsibilities, or even knowing some new sports like diving or mountain climbing. Participants are faced with problems on a daily basis and have to deal with a mix of personalities, all while adjusting to life outside that comfort zone. Secondly, it gives meaningful chances to enjoy the world. Apart from being an expert in a new language, which is a farewell gift for all when getting back home, participants can enjoy a brand new culture. They try learning the dance, the culinaries, the sport, or checking with beautiful places of that country to post on Instagram or Facebook. Accordingly, those voluntary jobs seem to be a vacation time for ones who are too tired of work or school but more meaningful. The third reason is that international volunteering fulfills the hope to be useful to the community. Perhaps most of us teenagers understand that there are still many justice, sorrows, or problems happening in and over the world. During our youth days, we nurture a goal that, for example, I wish one day I could help those poor African kids. One day I could save endangered animals in the Amazons. One day I could make some influence in underdeveloped countries by helping improve their people's life. Accomplishing these things make us feel that we have done a great job to the community. And the last reason is that volunteering approach help us build up our personal branding. Voluntary experience beautify our CV and have recruiting admirers of our own by providing us with a positive impression, make it more innovative, seasonal, and reliable. It has been said that recruiters rank volunteer participation higher than personal presentation when looking at a candidate. 60% of hiring managers see the act of volunteerism as a valuable asset when making recruitment decisions, according to a study performed by Career Builder. So, those reasons above explain why there's more and more young people choose to do volunteering jobs before earning money.
Global volunteers from the past to present have affected the society very diversely and deeply. First, volunteering helps build a more cohesive, safer, stronger community, thereby pushing forward sustainable development of the world. A lot of areas on the planet are vulnerable that needs people join hand. Every year, groups of experts volunteer to the remote areas of Africa and give them medication, education, and infrastructure with the hope that they can live a life that equals to any other one on earth. Secondly, sustainable long-term voluntary programs helped empower the locals to raise their voice. Emma Watson, an activist in feminism, she herself had volunteered to visit Malawi and Uganda, where women are the most vulnerable, by building schools and donating money. After a while, a lot of girls here are more confident to stand up, refuse early marriage, and persuade their parents to let them go to schools. In terms of its effects on individuals, most people are finally having their exact life goal after a time of serving the community. Hence, it increases their self-esteem, enhances their skills and capacities, and expands their career path and makes them be healthier physically and mentally. On the other hand, volunteering remains some problems, though it's not so significant. Firstly, sometimes it creates unwanted conflicts between volunteers and locals. It has been reported that a lot of volunteer programs ended up with unfinished jobs. Most international volunteers often prioritize the act of just going to donate their money, their knowledge, their facilities, giving their helping hand, then leave, but not absorbing, being the listeners, or really joining in the local community. Their facilities provided may appear beneficial in the short term, but how are the locals to understand how to make use of those things, or really understand the purpose, the ideas of the volunteers when there are still barriers between them? Furthermore, voluntary jobs usually doesn't provide the participants with their incomes, so they will be pushed a lot from the pressure of their families, their friends. Hence, choosing a long-term voluntary job means that participants are risking their career as well as their personal life. So here are our recommendations for once you are about to apply for a voluntary program. First, what needs to be equipped? What you have to do is doing research and finding information about the countries you are heading to, searching for everything from destinations and projects to packing and budgeting. Secondly, prepare necessary knowledge and skills, which is the must. And last but not least, choose a reliable organization. Nowadays, there are a lot of NGOs whose programs are designed specifically for youngsters that you can consider, like AIESEC, United Nations, VSOs, etc. Through these agencies, participants are equipped with almost everything. They don't need to worry about the place, the timeline, the safety anymore. Even the budget are already calculated for them, so the scenery of a voluntary job seems to be more like a trip, isn't it? In conclusion, although global volunteering may be a crazy decision of any young adults when putting it among their choice of continuing academic study and getting a job, we believe that volunteering must be an indispensable part that make a person's life more meaningful and that give them unforgettable experience. Thank you.